The big story tonight, a Newport News detective is on suspension. This after a driver says he was involved in a road rage incident that allegedly ended with the detective displaying a handgun. The incident started on Jefferson Avenue and HQ Way. It ended in a parking lot on Jefferson Avenue. 10 on your side's Katie Collette has been working this story all afternoon and joins us now from where the incident ended. Katie?
Alvita, this is where police say Detective Michael Poole pulled up to those two men and displayed his handgun. The men tell police they tried to change lanes while on Jefferson Avenue. That's when they say a man in a truck laid on his horn and threw his arms in the air. The man followed them to a nearby parking lot, drove up to them and argued with them, according to police. When he pulled away, the men got back in their car, followed him and called 911. Police pulled the 27-year police veteran over near Fort Eustis Boulevard. Investigators say Detective Poole was on duty at the time. Now, 10 on your side has a lot of questions about this incident. For example, this all happened on a Thursday, September 6th. Now, I asked Newport News police spokesperson Lou Thurston why it took so long for the information of this alleged road rage to be released. He told me it took time for the investigating officer to get both victims' statements because one of them has a job that takes him out of town regularly. He also said the criminal investigation did take some time but ended with an arrest and Poole facing charges of brandishing a firearm. I asked if the handgun Poole's accused of showing the men was a service weapon, and Thurston told me no. He said the handgun is not a Newport News police issued weapon. I also asked if the truck Poole was driving is owned by the Newport News Police Department. Thurston told me he cannot go into detail about who owns the truck. We also wanted to know why Poole has been placed on administrative suspension with pay. Thurston says that decision is up to Chief James Fox. He went on to say, quote, if during the course of the internal investigation additional facts reveal the need to, the chief could change it to an unpaid suspension. Now, we have requested twice to interview with Chief Fox today just to get his thoughts on what he thinks about the fact that an on-duty police detective is accused of such a road rage incident. Lou Thurston has forwarded our request to the chief, and we're still waiting for his response. And I also asked Thurston if he was available to interview today, and he told me no, citing reasons that, quote, cannot be discussed possibly ever. Now, we are still working to get answers for you. This is not over. Once we get those answers, of course, we will pass them along to you. Live in Newport News, Katie Collette, 10 on your side.
Now, because Poole was issued summonses for his misdemeanor charges, no booking photo of him was taken. Normally, 10 on your side would then search for a picture of him, but police requested we do not publish the detective's picture because of his specific job assignment.